for Ishmael Reed. The shackled black, being torn in innocence, molded his advent through cyclical time, surging, flowing, rising, falling time, from Time and the Eagle. In a dream I beheld an ancient muse, whose eyes were deep like the world's great rivers, whose skin the blackest black, so like the materia prima, from whence came all creative and created things, whose voice did rumble like an ancient thunder, roiling in the bellies of infinite clouds, and standing with him another, whose countenance seemed like that of a man, who looked a lot like you, Ishmael, namesake of a prophet, who seemed so full of grace. The ancient bade him go with me, the one who looked a lot like you, and show me every secret thing. You took me, yes, I believe you him, to when life began, when human spirit lived within the verdant green and rode time like a pristine river, when a great power ruled, a lord of the sun, whose name was Ra. We stood there, you and I, in the middle of the air, and watched the mighty sunboat sail from underworld to meridian height and back to underworld again. We watched that heavenly pilot stand to the front of that boat, blazing bright, hawk-like, watching for any sign of change. You pointed out the powers on the deck, for Ra would never deign to ride alone. Sweet Ma'at, who always speaks the truth, Anubis, gaunt guardian and guide of the dead, and thrice great Thoth among the many passengers. And then I saw a curious sight, one who seemed a man among those gods, again who looked like you, whose shifting visage, fluid like the season change, transmogrified from man to hawk, to jackal, to frightful loup-garou. More curious still, he wore a dark brown Stetson hat on top of a black feathered headdress. He wore 12-inch tall cowboy boots made of black oiled cowhide leather with Spanish stitching, gray stressed Levi's, and a long-sleeved, solid red button-down Oxford shirt, and 2 single-action Colt peacemakers slung low on his hips. On a snakish cord with a decorative clasp worn around his neck hung several packet Congos, gris-gris, bags and bones of juju snake. Who was that dog-faced man, I asked, that hoodoo cowboy in Ra's boat? You laughed aloud at my failure to accept the obvious. It is I, you said, Horus returned. It is also you, the heroic, poetic persona. It is every poet black and proud, the satirical prophet once exiled, now ready to take on the divided self. Chaos, confusion, storm, wind, and rain. Wake up, you said, so you can rock Ra's boat and purge yourself of conditioning. Wake up so that you might restore your mystic vision and your freedom. I did wake up, moved from passivity to agency, stepped up firmly, passed resolutely into your neo-hoodoo, and began to truly write.